doing? Hello. First live since we opened up the Sellathon. So I just thought I would come on and kind of give you some more details about it. This is the second time we officially have run the Sellathon challenge. And literally, this was probably the most favorite challenge that we ever run. Now, one thing I will say, it is completely free. So if you guys are like, you know, I need something to happen with my shop, maybe your kids are off, maybe like you're on holiday, maybe you're just kind of like winding down for the summer. It feels like everybody is right now. The Olympics are on, we've had Glastonbury, we've had political stuff, and everything is just a little bit right now. Sales might be slow, revenue might be down, views might be down, and you're kind of thinking, okay, like I know the summer slump is a thing because I know Steph always says about about this, but when does the summer stop slumping, right? So this is a challenge that starts the 16th of September. So by signing up to the Sellathon challenge, you know that from the 16th, you are going to get help, and you know that you have a strategy in place, you know you have a plan in place. So if you're kind of thinking like, okay, I am ready for the summer slump to just not be so slumpy right now, then sign up for this challenge. It is completely free. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very quickly flash up on screen kind of the way the challenge is going to go. So if you want to screenshot this, it's on the sign up page. Like, you know, it's fine. You can kind of take this or take it from the page, whatever. But this is how it's going to go. So as you can see, we have 5 workshops here. Okay, one on the 23rd, 26th, 30th, 3rd, and the 7th. But we do have the 16th where we have the Welcome Wagon Week as well. So we kind of have 5/6 workshops because there's going to be good stuff coming your way from the Welcome Wagon Week. But also we have 3 Q&A lives as well, because that was one of the things that I know that you guys wanted. You wanted some more FaceTime with me to ask me questions. So that is what we have done. So this is really the challenge. If you are kind of thinking, okay, I keep checking my stats, they are disappointing me. Sales have kind of been very, very disappointing, very, very slow. This time last year, I feel like I was doing better. You kind of know you need to get, and I would love to know in the comments, like put your hands up if any of these sound like you. You know that you need to kind of figure out a plan, right? And you're very aware that you need to get strategic somehow, but you just don't really know what that is, where to start. You just kind of have no idea. You're just kind of thinking, I know I need to be more organized and have a plan, but I don't know what that is. I have no idea where to start. Or maybe you are someone who is relatively new and you're like, okay, I've spent a lot of time, I've spent a lot of money on this business. It's feeling like a expensive hobby right now. I need to start making some money in. Or you want to market in an effortless way without having to go live every 5 minutes, do reels like all the time. You just want it to be very, very chill. Or maybe you're constantly working on your shop. You're constantly tweaking things like fonts and sizes and adding products, hoping that every single one of those little tiny tweaks is going to add up to something bigger. Or maybe, like I said, you just want some kind of sustainable growth. Okay. And if you're saying yes, or putting your hands up, or being like, yeah, this is me, right? Then please join this challenge again. So if any of those are you and you're like, me please, then you definitely want to sign up. Like I said, it is completely free, so there's really no losing here. You just sign up, you attend the workshops as best you can, and you crack on with it, right? So there's, like I said, there's 5 main kind of workshops. I'd say 6 really. So you have day 0, which is the 16th, and that's going to be our Welcome Wagon call. We then have a day 1, like the official kind of like challenge kickoff, which is titled the $1,000 in 7 days dress rehearsal, and that's the 23rd of September. All lives are at 1 p.m. UK time. There will be limited replays, but I'm going to be honest with you, a bit like this, the magic does happen live. Okay. So with these lives, one thing I will say is that you have implementation days. So you have a lot more spaciousness involved in this challenge. Like you have a live Q&A, then a bit of space, and then another live Q&A, a bit of space. So it's kind of, it's spaced out very, very nicely. But one thing that I am going to be giving you right from day 0 is some bonus goodie workshop. So if you're looking at this and thinking time is going to be an issue, Steph, how do I make time for this? I'm actually going to be giving you from the Welcome Wagon week, so from the 16th of September onwards, I'm going to be giving you like a workshop on how to make time for this challenge. So basically, I'm pretty well giving you everything that you guys need to be able to actually do this thing, okay? So rolling on, so then we have day 2, which is the Build Your Make It Rain money plan. That's the 26th. Then we have day 3, which is Make Your Business Magnetic. That's the 30th. Then day 4 is Focus on the Fabulous 1K all day. That's the 3rd of October. And then day 5, which is the most important day that wraps everything up. That's going to be on the 7th of October at 1 p.m. as all of the lives are. Okay. So yeah, that is basically the challenge in a nutshell. And honestly, like, we have some amazing feedback. If you actually go onto the sign up page itself, I'll put the link in Facebook, you will see like all of the screenshots from the challenges that we've ran before. It's not fluffy BS. And this is the thing that I think a lot of the time people are like, yeah, I've seen challenges like this before. I've done similar things before, but I kind of feel like it's fluffy BS. I kind of feel like it is just things that I already know I should be doing already. You know, you're just banging me over the head with the make your pictures better and do better keywords and SEO. But it's not. These challenges, and I would really love it if like people who have been in them before can like comment and just be like, it's not fluffy BS, because it's really, really not. And my sole purpose is to give you guys as much helpful stuff as you possibly can get in order for you to achieve the promise of the challenge, which is 1K in 1 week. Now, also on that note, 1K in 1 week sounds very, very scary. And I'm completely aware that some of you maybe haven't made 1K the entire length of your business, and you're kind of listening to me and being like, yeah, I don't know, Steph, like I like what you're saying, but the idea of making 1K in 1 week is a little bit scary. I would love for you guys to put your hands up, say yes, whatever. Do you really believe that you can make 1K in 1 week? I would love to know, like, is there some level of like skepticalism? Is that a word? Probably not. Within you with this whole challenge? Like, I would love to just be completely honest, right? And I think the important thing with this is to just arrive with an open heart. And this is one thing that I've put like on the sign up page, is that it's really important with these whole challenge things that I do to arrive with a truly open heart. And you have to almost allow me to coach you. And that's a problem that I do see sometimes. Again, I'm going to be really open and honest, is that sometimes I will see those who sign up and they'll watch like half of day 0 and then go, oh, no, I don't want to do this, you know. And it's like, I'm giving you all of the good stuff. I really want everyone to almost act like they paid $1,000 to sign up for this challenge, like show up with that level of intention and really just have an open heart and allow me to kind of guide you through the whole process. But the other thing is as well, is that your goal doesn't have to be $1,000. Your goal could be $500. It could be $300. You know, like, everything I'm giving you in this challenge is capable of you making 1K, 2K, 5K, 10K. But I want you to kind of stick with a number that feels good here, okay? Because what we don't want is you to set this massively high goal and then give up halfway through because you're like, this is a lot. You know, another fun thing that I really want you guys to get involved with, and this is the quiz. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that banner down for a hot minute. So I want you guys, if you're listening on headphones or whatever, I want you to just look at the screen for a hot minute, okay? Because I have a quiz for you. So if you're like, it sounds interesting, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sort of like thinking, okay, how do I know that my effort is going to get something back? Okay, so I've made a little quiz. Okay, so I want you to like follow along with me. Okay, and I just think this is going to be really, really cool. Okay, so question 1, how much of an engaged audience do you have? I want you to look at the top line. Is it A, B, or C? And I want you to comment. A, 0 to 500, B, 501 to 1,000, or C, 1,001 plus. I want you to comment A, B, or C. All right, because I'm going to be giving you results of what I think from my experience of running this before, what you could earn with this challenge. You know, straight up, I'm giving it to you as it is. All right. Question 2, how many sales have you had across your business so far? A, 0 to 50. B, you can just see my hands just like floating. That's really funny. B, 51 to 500. Or C, 501 plus. A, B, or C. Comment down below. That sounds really like, comment down below. Give me your number. Letter rather. Okay. Question 3. How many notable bestsellers have you had? And this is products that sell over and over and over again, the products that people love to buy, that you always sell. Sometimes they can be a bit of a pain in the ass because you're like, okay, these products are selling again and again and again, and everything new I try to make never really gets there because the things are just selling over and over again. So is it A, 0 to 1, B, 1 to 5, or C, 6 plus? So how many notable best selling products have you had? Awesome. Okay, so are you ready for the results? So what would you say? I want you to comment. Is it mostly A's, mostly B's, mostly C's? Are you ready for the results? So if you answered mostly A's, you could earn anywhere between, and this is like in that week that you choose to put into practice what I'm going to be teaching you, $100 to $500. And mostly A's are really exciting because you're still figuring things out. We're not going to lie, but there's also some element of excitement because you're right at the beginning of your journey. You can pivot on a dime piece, you can change, you can test. All right, and we are going to be talking about A/B testing in a minute. If you answered mostly B's, you could earn between $500 and $1,000, and you've probably been in business for a little while. Although sometimes it can feel slow, you are feeling like you're making some progress, albeit it might be a bit slow. Okay, and if you answered mostly C's, well, simply the sky is the limit, and you could earn $1,000 plus. So this is in my experience. Sorry, the roadworks are really loud. In my experience of running this challenge, that is an idea of what you could get to if you attend all the lives, you put in all the work, you're actually doing all the things. You know, we have the workshops, we have the Q&As, we have the implementation days, we have the PDFs. There's a lot of resources all bundled into this challenge. And if you want to get there, A, B, or C, you want to put the damn work in. All right, I want you guys to commit. Okay, so my last question to you guys is, who has signed up and who is going to sign up? I would love you to let me know. Give me a comment. Are you going to sign up or have you signed up? I have some really exciting lives actually lined up, even to the run up. So every single Monday I go live, same place, same time, right? And let me just find my little list. On the 27th of August, I'm actually going live with the team, the whole team, and we're going to talk a little bit. And the 27th is a Tuesday, I will add, because the Monday is a bank holiday. But what we're going to be talking about is kind of how we come up with the challenges, a little bit of the behind the scenes look, and kind of talking more about, from our point of view, like inside looking out, how we do the challenges. So every single Monday, apart from that one because it's a Tuesday, we're going to be going live talking about a little bit more about the challenge. You can kind of get to see. So let me know if you have any questions about the challenge. And also as well, one thing I will ask, a massive favor, is if you know anybody who you think this challenge would really work for, then I would love for you to share the link with them. It's completely free. Like I said, there's plenty of space for us all to win. Okay, so I would love for you to just share it out and just get as many people in to take advantage of this free thing as possible, because not enough people give away enough valuable stuff for free. Is there any prep we need to do before the challenge? No, nothing at all. The only prep I would suggest that you do, which is something that is when you sign up, I'm kind of like going to detail it all on the sign up page. And when you sign up, you get a link to bookmark, and that is where the replays, the PDFs, everything you need will be housed in there. So straight off the bat, no, but there is kind of extra credit stuff on that page if you want to. Okay, but there's no forcing you to do like a gazillion things. Okay, so if you do have any questions about the challenge, please do let me know. All right, so we're going to move on now to why you should A/B test your listings. Now, if any of you are like, I don't know what this means, I have no idea what A/B testing is, Steph, like what even is it? It's basically where you have the same product listed twice or more than that, and you're testing one thing. This could be title, this could be tags, this could be description, this could be images, it could be anything that you are wanting to test. Now, why do we do this? Well, I want you guys to be honest. When you're currently listing items, how do you list it? Are you doing it in a way that's just like, I am going to list in a way that I think looks good and I think looks nice? And if that's you, be honest, like put your hand up and be like, yeah, this is how I list. I kind of just wing it and see what I think looks good. Okay. Because if that is you, and that was me for the longest time as well, if that is you, then you are doing your listings based on what you think looks good and what you think looks attractive and what you think is going to work. Okay. And while we love your opinion, okay, it doesn't necessarily hold true when other people, your paying customers, the revenue givers, the lifeblood of your business is looking at it. Okay. And this is a massive, massive, massive deal when it comes to making changes, because how do we know what to change? How do we know what images to use, what titles to use, what tags to use? How do we know what our target audience is going to react to if we haven't tested? So this is why we A/B test. Okay. And this is an industry standard thing. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh, this is some newfangled thing. It's something that is an industry standard. Okay. So how do you do this? So you have one thing. It's a bit like if you guys did like science at school, you always did hypothesis testing, right? And that's basically where you take one thing that you think is true and you try to prove it one way or the other. All right. But you have to just change one thing and make it a fair test. Okay. So rather than just guessing what you think your customers would like, test it instead. Okay. Now, the great thing about this is that you can see my doorbell keeps going bananas. The great thing about this is that you can see what is going to drive you more profit. Okay, because you've tested it, you know exactly what people want. And when I say testing, I mean testing it for 4 months or more. This is not like a 2-week thing and you're like, oh, well, I'll just like stop it now and whatever. This is a long test. All right. So for 4 months or more. So I tend to kind of do it when the listing expires. I will kind of go, okay, that test is kind of ended now. Okay. The other great thing about this, the third thing, is that it's personalized business data, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, how much would you pay for a business expert to come in and kind of say, yes, this is exactly how you should be listing things. This is exactly how you should be doing things. You know, not as in depth, but you kind of get my point, right? How much would you pay for industry behind the scenes insights as to what the click-through rate of modeled pictures versus flat lays, what the click-through rate is of this keyword versus that keyword? You don't have to pay anything really, because you can A/B test it yourself. And this is honestly the big thing, the power of having tests running within your business. Now, you can have as many tests running as you like. You can have 4, you can have 5, you can have 10. I'm testing things all of the time so that I can report back to you guys and be like, hey, this is what I found works, you know? So A/B testing, okay? It's a thing. You should be doing it. You should also be testing and changing one thing within your listings to test and change. So I would love to see you guys, like I said, in the Sellathon challenge. I am going to be talking about it a little bit more on every live, just so different people can hear it about it. But I would love for you guys to get in on this live, because if you are like, I need more sales, I need more views, I need to get this thing off the ground, man, then seriously, this challenge is the answer to all of that. Okay. I get questions all the time where people are like, how can I make more sales? How can I improve this? Or I've been doing this for like 6 months, nothing's worked. I've got 2 sales, or I've been doing this for a year, I've got 10 sales, and this is my answer to that question in the most detailed way that I can do. And it has basically resulted in a full length challenge. But like I said, I would love to see you guys in the challenge. Okay. I want every single one of you. I've got like 45 people watching, 50 people. I'd love for every single one of you rather to sign up for this free challenge. I would love if you have any questions, DM me, ask me. But for now, my loves, I will catch you same time, same place next week, where we will be talking about Etsy versus your own website. 3 things to consider and why you should join the challenge. We're going to be kind of digging into what we're going to be covering and why you need it. Okay. So for now, my loves, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.